What up? What it do? It's your boy JDQ with Vision IBTV, and tonight has to be the first night in a long time that we actually have a team stream going on. I am waiting on the other two members of the team and group to start by so we can officially start. But in the meantime, while they arrive, I want to extend, what I'm saying, like warm salutations to each and every single one of you guys. I speak for the team and myself when I say we really do appreciate every single one of you guys for stopping by for the amount of time you can. Bryden, what's going on, man? God bless you and your family. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. I know that you're building up your channel as well. And so it means that much more to me that you're stopping by for however long you're able to stop by for, while at the same time, going to work, working on your channel, tending to your family. Uh, ah, interesting. Interesting. Yes, that is part of tonight's topics that we are going to be talking about. But before we officially start the show, I do want to remind you guys, if you are someone who has ever been blessed by this channel, the topics that we cover, videos that you've seen with information in it, whatever the case may be, we made you laugh, we made you think about something, ponder about something. Um, there are different ways of helping bless this channel and the team and my person and the family. I do believe some of those ways of helping bless the channel and us are found in the description area. There's PayPal links, there's Cash App links, and there's also iceclick.com promotional links in the description area. But those are just some ways that you guys can help bless the channel. That way we can continuously, you know, make content and just kind of like focus on the work at hand and focus on putting on a good show for you guys, basically. William, what's going on, William? Yes, blessings and love to you as well. Blessings and love to every single one of you guys. And yeah, um, let me just check something really quick. Uh, yeah, I will be playing a few videos and going through a few articles um, that I have kind of like picked out, you know, to talk about this topic tonight. But it really shouldn't be anything really like crazy out there because if I'm not mistaken, the first viewing or the first time I came across a legitimate, serious deep fake moment. I think I was watching like a news channel or like a live, some type of like live event. It was like a live speech or a live. It was something either political or something along the lines of like political or entertainment. Um, and then next thing you know, one of the people that were hosting whatever live event it was, um, it was later found out that that person was actually a deep fake and they were not really legitimately at the location where they were broadcasting from to begin with. And that was like in either 2020 or 2019. It was one of those two. I want to say it was like 2019. Um, so since that point up until now, you know what I'm saying? The technology has, if it was already perfect, where no one, uh, where no one was able to tell the difference back then. Imagine now with how much time has passed by. It's been what, like uh, three years, 3 or 4 years, 3 or 4 years, and the technology has advanced a lot. Give me 1 second, guys. Find it. There's a slight, just minor inconvenience, minor situation with the invitational link, but we're about to fix that real quick. But yeah, so if minor technologies like smartphones and all this other stuff um, are easily upgradable and um, are easily advanced within like what they fit into the phone itself, and what you're able to do with it, talk about 4K now, man. They're taking it all the way to 8K on phone devices, smart devices, laptop, everything. So imagine in such a little time they're able to advance those technologies. Imagine how much you could like advance and better and perfect and legitimize to pristine condition or pristine levels uh, deep fake technology over the course of 3 or 4 years. You know, they didn't even try to fake a Russian. Yeah, 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 yeah. So starting things off while I wait for the team, because I know there's going to be some people, not a lot of people, but there's going to be some people who don't even know what deep fake is or deep fakes are. So that being said, I'm going to share the tab right here real quick. All right. So it says this is by theeconomist.com. What is a deepfake? Computers can generate convincing representations of events that never happened. Suzanne Sontag understood that photographs are unreliable narrators, despite the presumption of veracity that gives all photographs authority, interest, seductiveness, she wrote. The work that photographers do is no generic exception to the usually shady commerce between art and truth. But what if even that presumption of veracity disappeared? Today, the events captured in realistic looking or sounding video and audio recording need never have happened. They can instead be generated automatically by powerful computers and machine learning software. The catch-all term for these computational production is deepfakes. Um, Basically, it is a trained software where by the gathering of visuals, sound, images, sound waves, and all these other things in combination are used to pretty much display or project any original or originally created form of those visuals, images, and sounds. So like the phone that I have in my hand right now, it captures my face on a daily basis to like unlock my phone. Therefore, the phone is training itself to recognize my face, so on and so forth. If you were to take all those images and use a software that's dedicated to pretty much um, mimicking all those different gestures in a realistic manner, by the beam, by the moon, you pretty much got a deep fake of my face. And there's a lot more to it than that, but that's like pretty much like the 101 on that. And I do believe Jay, the producer, is ready in the background. I just need a confirmation on his end, make sure he's good to go before I bring him on. Because I don't want to bring anyone on, you know, abruptly. So I'm going to wait on his response. But yeah, so for those of you who didn't know what deepfakes are, now you know. So you can imagine how dangerous and delicate um, this matter is, and it's one of the reasons why I kind of I felt it in my heart to like talk about it, because I don't know, some of you like do follow me on Instagram, um, and y'all probably saw the uh, the story that I had posted a few days ago, because I was like straight up just using I have like 3 or 4 different accounts, what I'm saying, dedicated towards different things, and usually I use my main account, right? So I'm using my main account. I'm posting stories. Everything's good. And then next thing you know, I try to post a regular post with like a picture. Um, okay, cool. Um, and next thing you know, I try to post that picture, and boom, I get hacked. I get kicked out of my account. And then it took me like anywhere between like 3 5 minutes to like recover my account and like do all this other stuff. But imagine what that person who hacked me for those few minutes could do. You know what I'm saying? With a lot of things that I have in archived or saved or liked or whatever, um, along with pictures. You know what I'm saying? Of like my face. Imagine what someone could do. Anyways, I'll keep talking after I bring on Jay over here. Uh, Sir,
What it is, what it do.
what it is, what it do. It's producer Jay with Vision Eye View. Woo! Look at that. See, I'm already rhyming, and I'm not even trying, man. I'm
It's
a
been
poet. Didn't even know it.
it's been a minute, man.
Yeah, yeah. A lot of people have been asking about you, your whereabouts. They've been asking for Kiko. They've been asking what you guys have been up to. How soon you guys were going to be able to make it onto a show. And well, yeah, for those people who were asking about you, here you are. Can you briefly let the people know, um, not obviously not in detail, but like what you've been up to lately and uh, all that good stuff?
Man, I have been engulfed in work since the last
Hmm.
time I've been on. Got a lot of moving pieces. It's just basically, putting one fire out after another. So that's basically been my life since my last time I got online. So I didn't get a chance to test my equipment, so hopefully my mic is working. So
I mean, yeah, the mic is working perfectly, man. I can hear you crystal clear.
sweet.
Yeah.
And where's Kiking at?
Mm-hmm. We're still waiting.
Still waiting.
He's gonna be fashionably late, which is fine because I kind of like briefly gave like a little bit of like insight on the topic of tonight. So all it really is from this point forward is straight up like talking about the topic. So I already jumped into it. I briefly explained what a deepfake is for those people who might watch this and not know what it is. I already explained it. If you want, you can also explain it from your point of view and your perspective. And also tell me and the people like watching this stream right now, what have been the past dangers, the present, what are the present dangers, and what could be the future dangers of deepfake technology.
Well, first things first, deep fakes have been around since the 1990s.
Woo! You heard that, people?
So it's not
Mm,
it's new to the public, but not new technology. And they were actually using deep fakes like on processors,
mm-hmm.
like 4 core processors,
Yep.
And nowadays your cell phone is way stronger than the stuff they were using back in the 90s. So you can just imagine what they're capable of doing nowadays. I think I think deep fakes will serve two purposes. Um, One of them, there's two. There's well, basically there's an excitement and there's a fear about deep fakes because with with that technology you were able to bring people, you know, back back to life basically, that have passed on.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you can sit and think about, maybe your favorite actor, and instead of actors playing the role of a character on screen, maybe they're playing the role of a past actor playing a role in a movie, using a deep fake. So your acting is going to be like on a whole nother level, where you're now on screen pretending to be someone who's passed, pretending to be another character on screen. It's like breaking down the fourth wall, wall after wall. So there's some excitement in deep fakes, but there's also huge concerns, because how do you trust what you see? It's already hard enough to trust what you hear. and what you read. Now we gotta be worried about what it is we're seeing. You know?
Yep. Yeah. Oh, not to. I mean, I'm pretty sure you're kind of like ending your thought or your line of a
Yeah, yeah,
commentary
yeah, yeah.
right there. But it's like every day I wake up, bro. I really the sense of distrust that I have overall in general throughout my day on like what I'm seeing like in front of me, what I'm hearing, what I'm watching on, even throughout like the YouTube and everything. Like I start thinking how many of these videos have deepfakes in them, and how many people are pretending to be somebody else using deep fake technology, and so
Yeah,
on and
man.
so forth.
You gotta sit and think, man. Back when like online gaming started going up, you would have grown men pretending to be little kids
Mm-hmm.
or little girls or whatnot, or just pretending to be a female, and getting catfished and that way. It's a dangerous technology, but it's also an exciting technology because what we as the public will be able to do with it um, will be will be pretty amazing if you sit and think about it. Like the future is going to be content driven. You know, there isn't going to be enough jobs for everybody, so people are going to be able to produce and create content. Right out of their house. You know,
Yeah. Yep.
and
So
like and I'm talking about not movie quality content, but like at least TV show quality content. You know.
well, see, that's the thing. It doesn't even have to be movie quality because I mean movie quality imagery or visuals, because even if you just had like TV quality,
Yep.
it's already good enough to like pretty much fool anyone. But I digress for now. I'm gonna bring in Geeko and have him briefly state what he's been up to since last time we did a team stream or a podcast episode, and then give his thoughts and opinions on the past, present, and future dangers of deepfake technology. So you're already in here. I can kind of hear a little bit of sound of
You
whatever you
can,
got going on.
yeah, I don't know why the picture's like that. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you just fine.
But you can't see me, right?
No.
No, nope.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't
Well,
understand
welcome to the trials and tribulations of Vision Eye View.
it. It's every day, right? There's
Right?
a challenge.
All you can
Every
do
day,
is,
man.
hey, you can do is give thanks, right?
Yeah, I'm still here. I don't understand this thing, man.
What do you mean?
I can't. I don't understand why the camera's not working.
Just make sure you're fully clothed before it starts working again, though.
Oh, I'm fully clothed, but dang, man. I mean, I was up here. I've been trying to get on ever since I left my brother's house. So
Ah,
it's
gotcha.
weird, man. This thing always be doing some goofy stuff.
All
So y'all
right.
talking about what?
So wait, before we get to the back to the topic, let the beautiful people in the live chat area know what you've been up to lately, and just do like a quick resumed uh, commentary on your whereabouts this past few weeks and months, aside from, of course, work. What else have you been working on, so that the people know that you have been working hard and hardly working?
I think we lost him.
Okay, go. If you're talking, we can't hear you. Just so you know, in case, like, if you can hear us, well, I'm letting you know. If you're talking, we can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
There we go.
Okay,
We hear
now
you
we can
now.
hear you.
I'm
Now.
telling you, man, this thing's the goofiest thing ever, man. And I'm doing this off my phone right now too. I'm about to jump on my dad's computer.
As
Anyways, I ain't been doing nothing much, man. Just working out and working and stacking money and buying crypto and watching the market fall. I ain't been doing much with music, and even though I plan on releasing music soon, but just trying to learn the AI thing that we bought so we can
Yep.
do some videos with it. So
okay, okay.
I hope it was worth it because it was expensive.
Yep.
Well, it's on how you use it and how often you use it. All that.
Oh
It's
yeah,
a
I'm trying to
combination.
like, yo, you know what I want to do? I want to put my voice on certain songs with that artificial thing.
Mm.
If I can listen to my voice singing through the songs, and it sounds like it's much faster recording too.
Oh wow, interesting.
Yeah, like you haven't seen those deep fake songs?
Oh, of course I've seen them, but I've never seen someone use the actual like software, that's actually used for it. So
Yeah, that's what I want. That's what I want to learn how to do. I
That
want to learn
yeah.
how to do that. The videos. Yeah, I want to learn how to do it. I mean, all of it is interesting, but it's also deceptive. So I don't plan on using it for deception. I plan on using it for fun and to listen to myself through song.
right.
You know what I mean?
Yep. I
So
think Jay was gonna say something just now.
Oh no, yeah. I mean, that's we're that's one thing is being able to take somebody's voice and create a whole new song with it. But the deep fake is a whole nother
Mm-hmm.
animal. I think I'm pretty sure I saw a video a while back of a Tom Cruise impersonator. They took him, right, and they put him on a
Mm.
deep fake, and they recorded him, and you wouldn't be able to tell the difference. Like the guy already looks like him, and he already impersonates him, but now they can just take the video and his face and put it on this guy, and you'd never know the difference. For all we know, Tom Cruise hasn't been in a movie in years.
Yep. And there's a new movie coming out now
Yeah,
of Mission Impossible, if I'm not mistaken. So who's to say that he really wasn't in that one? I'm telling y'all, this is getting crazy and scary out here, man. Because
and don't forget they use deep fakes on Age of Ultron, I think, with Robert
they
Downey
did,
Jr.
they
Right,
did. Yep.
because he hurt himself. Was
Yep.
it that movie or was it Iron Man 3?
Well, no, it was in Age of Ultron. It was I think it was Civil War or maybe because remember he was in space like around the time that he got hurt in real life. The one of the opening scenes was him coming back from space with
No,
Nebula, I think.
you
So
sure?
maybe I think so. Don't quote me on it, but I feel like that was the one where supposedly he had been like injured in real life. But
who
I
got
could be
injured?
wrong. It could be Age of Ultron. So um, but the fact that they used deepfakes in that one, and someone I think it was William who mentioned earlier that Terminator the movie was one of the first ones that used deepfakes.
Really?
So
That's
yeah,
interesting.
so no, but well because it would make sense because if you said that deepfakes have been around since what the early 1990s or
In the
something like that.
1990s, yeah, yeah,
So it would make perfect sense that they use Terminator as let's say like a test run
oh
within the
yeah,
movies
oh
of like
yeah,
having deepfakes in there.
yeah. Movie studios have been innovating on technology for years to try to get things looking more and more realistic. You know?
And what
Well,
better movie than Terminator?
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is why I don't believe in those alien pictures.
The pictures or the videos?
All of it, man. You can do all kinds of stuff nowadays. People do things for money and attention and stuff. Like it's just and to be honest with you, it's goofy.
Mm-hmm.
There is there is no image above the image of God. So I don't know why are you bringing out these demonic images?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what it is. It's demonic. You know what I'm
And
saying?
I'm glad one of
And
y'all brought that up.
and I want to say another thing. I
Go ahead.
find it strange. I find it very strange that human beings are out here thinking, searching, and hoping for an alien invasion or alien. You would like all this goofiness, Like you're not even thinking about the return of Christ. That's how weak. Man,
Yeah.
I just, boy, I tell you, there's no words for this, man. Because no one, to me, in my eyes, no one has an excuse. Because when I look at somebody, like when I look at people, I look at them with, dang, people to me are intelligent. But when I see that shit, I think you're retarded. That's how I look at it.
Well, see, the crazy part is, to pretty much
And
add to what you just mentioned.
and I've seen weird stuff in the sky, but I've also been around military stuff. So
Yep.
you know,
So these videos that came out from Las Vegas recently, right? Of
uh-huh.
like home cameras, home surveillance security cameras, right? That spotted these humanoid type creatures, right? That were large in size. So that this is why this is so dangerous and very delicate
And
because
deceptive.
here's the thing. It could be a deception. It could be very well a deception, but
It's
it could
deceptive.
also be a real happening. But because there's so much of this deepfake technology out there, like no one can be like 100% certain about it.
Yeah.
So on the one hand,
Like the
you could
fallen
have,
angels.
yeah,
Like do you think that those are the fallen angels transformed into that light, that demonic
no,
imagery?
I think if it's a real happening, it could be some type of like Nephilim type of humanoid being, which it would fit into the possibility, or the realm of possibility. Because I mean, if we really are in the birth pains of the end times, then yeah, it would make sense for all these things to come to light and actually be among us out in the open because the time is running out. So it would make sense. Now, here's my commentary. That this is why this is so dangerous and important, because on the one hand, you could be right, and it could be just altered footage. It could be a deep fake. It could be just, what I'm saying, people just making this up just to get like views and clicks and all that,
Right.
and create confusion. That could be the thing too. But on the other hand, it could very well be real. But because of the amount of technology and how advanced it has gotten up until now, it's like it's hard for anyone to take it serious and believe it right away because that's CGI. Oh, that's a deepfake. Oh, that's animation. So it could be real, and we could just be like not believing it just because of how amazing technology has gotten in that sense. And if that's the case, we're in even bigger trouble because that only means that now those quote unquote Nephilim slash humanoid creatures could run amok out in the open, and maybe you and I can see it, and someone catch it on camera, and you and I saw it and be like, oh, it's real because I seen it with my own eyes in front of me. But then someone who recorded it could be like, oh, check this CGI footage of this thing that popped up near the house or whatever. So you see what I'm saying? It's a double edged sword. There's like some feedback on your side.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you loud and clear.
All right. Dang.
Man, I've been working on a Rubik's Cube for a week now. I was so close to getting this thing solved, and now I'm back to square one.
Are you trying to do it without the help? Because there's like tutorial videos out there like that actually tell you and show you how to like get to
Well.
it.
So what I did was I did go online and figure out how it is I'm supposed to move the cube,
Right.
but no, I have not gone online to figure out how to solve the puzzle.
Gotcha. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. You don't want the answers right away. You want to figure it out on your own, but you want to know at least the strategy behind it, at least, right?
Yeah.
Testing.
All right. So the past, in my opinion, some of the past dangers from this whole deepfake scenario has been, I think, and I was saying it before you guys got on here, but I was saying pretty much how I was watching something that was like a live event. It was like a political event or entertainment event, and the whole time, everything was going smoothly, like nothing. And then towards the end of the event, don't ask me which one it was because I don't remember right off the bat. It was like 3 or 4 years ago. Um, I I'm watching this live because it's a live event, and the next thing you know, the face on the person who's hosting the event changed from who he was to like somebody else completely altogether. Like in real time live event. He's talking and then his face changed and morphed into like an actor or something like that. I'm like, what the heck just happened? And then like they said it, like the people who were part of the event, they said it themselves, like, oh, he looks like so and so morphed into to so and so. This is crazy. This is amazing. And I was just like, is this real life right now? Is this really happening? Like, and no one sees like how dangerous this is. They could literally frame anybody,
Oh yeah,
anybody. You know what I'm saying?
that's
That's
dangerous.
the part that alarms me the most. Is that I could be at my house chilling, sleeping. Next thing you know, a suspect by the name of Jorge Quinones is on a robbing spree in New York.
That
He's robbed 3 banks already.
that's coming.
And then
That,
what? Like I'm gonna have my alibis. Don't get me wrong, but it's gonna be a normal thing at some point.
Well,
well,
you got to sit and think about how many people the media has done that to already.
Oh yeah, yep.
do you think they're doing it to Donald Trump?
I'm saying.
I've never seen anybody charged with so much stuff, yo.
They could very well be doing it to him. Who knows, man?
I mean,
Especially,
it looks very political. Um,
yeah.
'Cause,
Well, they need to do it to Biden too.
I mean, yes, you got to sit and think, man. Like these last couple of years in the Biden has been horrendous.
Mm.
And no offense to anybody who's left leaning, but I had way more money in my pocket when Donald Trump was president. You
Yeah,
know,
there's little to no leftist people in here, and if
yeah,
there
man. Like,
is,
you
like,
know what?
they
You
know
know
it's
some
not
of the,
personal.
you know what I heard? Those some of those documents. Some of those documents had plans to invade Iran,
Mm.
but those same documents ended up in Biden's hands. So I don't know what the big deal is. I mean, I know the
yeah.
big deal, but
Big deal is that
like to act like to act like they
he's
don't know what's in there is weird.
he's not a part of the clique. You know,
That's true. You got a 50-year politician running things, so. But at the end of the day, you know Donald Trump is like a gangster, so he operates like a gangster. So let's not get that confused.
I don't know, man. I can't take any one of those people seriously
You think
because
you think Biden and Trump are evildoers?
yeah,
I can tell you this much: they've had people killed. So yeah,
yeah, no, like just
if
as
you
a
had people
whole,
killed, you're an evildoer.
just in general, the fact that they're considered somewhat of part of the group of elites in some way, shape, or form, already they're just off my list altogether. You know what I mean? To me, it's like watching a WWF WCW thing going on, but in real life when it
Well,
comes to politics.
they're shaping the future, and the future looks crazy. And they both use each other to create this future. So
Hmm.
it's like at this point, the people are just being used. But you see how me and my brother argue.
Yeah.
So, and that's messed up because I ain't trying to argue with my brother.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But see, that's the thing. That's my problem. Is like, okay,
Oh, it pins everybody against each other.
well, and the worst part is that it's not even like real. It's real in the sense that it's real to the people who follow it and indulge in it. But in reality, like, I'll put it to you this way: if tomorrow everyone woke up, all of us like regular civilians woke up and said, "You know what? Let's all band together and like overthrow Biden from his position and like get him out of the office and put one amongst us." You know what I'm saying? And have them like run up, like it would be a completely different story. But because people will follow what's already presented to them and what's already amongst the people that would typically and usually be picked, selected for these roles, there's nothing's ever gonna change until the people actually like wake up and say like, "Yo, why don't we just like not, let's get him out of there, however that goes, and pick someone who is amongst us, amongst the people up there, someone who we actually know personally, that is for the people."
Dude, that's why they got Donald Trump in there.
Nah, bro.
Because he was a celebrity. And people,
That's that's what
because
I'm saying. That's a part of
Ronald
the
Reagan,
elites.
same thing. Ronald Reagan went through the same thing.
All those people
Like, ask yourself,
were already well-known celebrities or public figures or just well-known. But that's what I mean. It's never someone normal and regular.
well, do you think Kanye West has a chance?
No, Kanye doesn't have a chance anymore. Just because I think they have different purpose for him. I don't think
Yeah, he's like a
the elites have
he's
elected him
like
for.
Martin Luther King. They ain't been shot yet. And I pray to God he never does, but you already know the world's just run by
Wicked people.
Well, and here's the other thing. Here's the other thing. Some of these people that might have started out like normal, that they had their celebrityism or their level of fame or whatever. Let's say like when Kanye first like began his journey, basically, right? He had like a lot of like interesting philosophies and opinions and all that. And even when he converted to Christ, he had a very like like nice strong mindset about him. These people like this, right? Like him, there's a moment where whether it be beforehand or throughout their career, they say, "Hey," and this is well known. We could look for through some of these like artists or celebrities. A lot of them either have written or said in public or in a recording or in an interview, "Hey, I'm telling you all this. This is the way I think. This is who I am. This is what I believe in. If at some point I disappear for a long period of time and I come back out of nowhere, most likely it's not really me. Most likely it's either somebody else or they've cloned me or something, but this is who I am. Remember me for who I am." And what next thing you know, people like Kevin Hart, people like Dave Chappelle, people like Kanye, a lot of these artists and celebrities and public figures go missing for long periods of time, whether it be through an accident, whether it be through a trip, whether it be for whatever reason that it is, get locked away for a while, whatever. And when they come back, they have these really outlandish like views, or they do these outlandish things, or they go through these weird uh like like satanic ceremonial stuff that that they usually do to kind of like let the puppet masters know that, hey, I'm with it or whatever. It goes on and on, man. So like the reason I'm saying any of this is because many times the people that you think would make good like presidents or governors or mayors because of their solid way of thinking and believing in whatever their beliefs, next thing you know, it's someone completely different. It's not even them anymore. So it once again, we're back at the drawing board. Okay, they're off the list again because now it's not even really them.
You think Resident Evil is in real life?
Yeah, man.
I mean, all things are possible. So that's what according to scripture. So that's why this world is messed up, man. It's a lot of if you can shoot somebody in a movie and make it look real, like shoot them,
Hmm.
anything's possible. Like sorcery is real, magic is real, deception is real. All that artificial intelligence is just gonna make it even worse. And I can imagine a lot of those UFO stuff was done with it. You ever seen a channel that's called Everything Inside Me?
I don't think I have, no.
He talks about a lot of conspiracies about Tartaria and old history that people don't even like supposedly don't know,
Hmm.
like like mudslides that destroyed cities and different technology. Like they had the technology that we see now, like they had it back then, and then the
I
world,
believe that.
everything restarted again. You know what I
I
mean?
believe that. Yeah.
Um,
You want to know why I believe that?
go ahead.
Because you want to know why I believe that to be true, or a high possibility.
Why?
Because if the amount of fallen angels came down to earth like the Bible says they did, and taught man the art of war, the art of magic and witchcraft, the art of all these other things, that all these like deep knowledgeable things and information, then I have absolutely no doubt that at some point throughout history in the past, humanity did get like that far into technology. As a matter of fact, I was watching a video. I don't know if it was on YouTube or the History Channel, or I forgot what it was, but it's showing you like all the greatest architectures around the world that cannot be replicated nowadays because of how advanced and detailed and well structured they were built. You know what I mean? If we with our technology and our tools cannot replicate a lot of these old ancient um structures, that should be a huge sign that at some point, yeah, civilization did get that far advanced to where they were able to create things that nowadays we can only dream of or contemplate.
Yo, you know how old Oxford University is? How old?
I've never looked into it. No.
It's one of the oldest universities in the world. So imagine how much knowledge and wisdom has passed through those gates. It's over 1,000 years old.
Interesting.
Isn't that
Oxford
wild?
University.
Yeah, man. And there's another one that's even older, but I forgot the name of it. There's another college or university that's older than that. So you gotta wonder who wrote what books, who took what information, made it better. You know what I mean?
Wow, it's 1,111 years old according to Google.
Yeah. Imagine the knowledge and wisdom that's passed through there.
Hmm.
It created.
Not very much knowledge is getting passed through there right now.
Right.
Well, I don't know anything about it other than it's over 1,000 years old.
Yeah. I want to show to the people watching this real quick. But I mean, this is actually, if I'm not mistaken, is I don't want to say it's exactly this, but these are some of like the structures or like a baby version of the structures that I was looking at the other day that mankind, or I'm saying, we don't even know if it was just mankind or the Nephilim and the fallen angels, but the structure. This is like the baby version of the structures that I saw that mankind, quote unquote, have built throughout time in the past that cannot be replicated today, and it just people. I don't know, man. Like I ask so many questions throughout the day. I ask so many questions day in and day out.
Hey,
Like,
man, life is a mystery, man. There's so much things going on.
well, it's a mystery to those who seek wisdom and truth. But for the people who don't care, they'll see these like buildings and be like, "Huh, that's neat," and that's it. They won't
Hey,
sit and think like, "Damn, how did they create this? How did they find the materials for this? How come it's so well detailed? Like to the very minute like portion of the building is like in detail. Like,
you know what's wild? You ever heard of Petra?
yeah,
That's wild. Who did that?
yep. But it
Who
was
did that?
actually look show the people real quick. But yeah, no, like I mean, people fail to realize, bro. And this is one of those architectures that also just blows people away. But that's it. It just they don't really look into finding out like how did they make this? How is this possible? And it's functional. We're talking about a functional structure, not it's not just like carved in there and that's it. It's a functional building. It's a functional place. I
What is
mean,
the most impressive created thing?
that's tough, man. That's real tough because this is amongst those things that I believe to be one of the greatest things ever like made and like built. Um uh
I mean, obviously, light is up there.
of course. But
The
structure wise,
the internet and discovering Wi-Fi and all that, it's got to be up there too.
But I'm gonna cut y'all loose here. I've
mm-hmm.
got the old lady calling.
Yep.
So
Yep.
love you
Yep.
guys. Appreciate you having me on. Sorry, I feel like I kind of faded into the background, but for sure, keep me up whenever you guys come back on again. I'll try to move some things around.
No, you got it. And we are past like the estimated time frame. So you're good, man. Thanks for being on here. I appreciate it. And we'll be in communication. So
I'll
Roger
see you
that.
at the
be
gym
safe.
tomorrow.
Peace.
Ooh.
Peace out, brother. So yeah, like this is amongst the greatest architectural or like structure that I've seen. But there's another one. I forgot. I have to like look to see what I think it's like in Arizona or um man, is
Where's
it
that?
either the what?
Oh, that's Petra.
No, no, no. I'm saying like the one I'm thinking of. Like it's like a valley, but it's like a bunch of houses built into the stone, like but like in a circle. There's imagine like something like the Grand Canyon, right? But like smaller on a smaller scale. And there's like holes where there's actual living space inside the stone structure, but like roundabout, like round ways. Just hundreds and hundreds of like holes like for like you to like go inside and use that spot as a house with windows and everything. But built inside the stone, inside the mountain. I gotta look it up like to like recall like what location it's in. But I think it's one of those like amazing places they ever built. But go ahead. While I look for this, you can go ahead and say what you're gonna say.
I don't know what I was gonna say. I want to go to Israel. Just I want to see Petra. I think Petra's in Jordan though. I think. I think.
It could be. It sounds like it could be. Um,
Uh,
actually,
well, what did
Dad
y'all
was
say about the artificial intelligence thing? What did my brother say?
no. He was just pointing that on the one side, it's useful for entertainment purposes. Like if an actor dies and people want him to reprise his role in a future movie, but he's dead, they can use artificial intelligence deepfakes to bring that person on the screen again, which they have done already, and they've even done it in live performances as well. Um, so that's what he said on that side, and on the other end, he's like, well, it's dangerous because it has already easily gotten out of hand because now we have deep fakes that are like calls. Like you'll get a call, right? From me, quote unquote.
Right.
And I'll be like, Kiko, yo, they kidnapped me. Bro, like I'm scared. I'm really scared, man. This is not a joke. This is not a scam. It's really me. Like it's Jorge, your cousin. We do like live streams together. We do music together. Bro, like this is really me. Don't think it's a scam. But bro, like they're just asking for like $1,000 and they'll let me go. I'm in this location, bro. Already multiple people have been scammed out of like thousands of dollars because it's the real voice of the person. It's the
Mm.
actual voice of the person. Um, and if you were to run it by like some software to verify if it really is me, it would come up as it's really me because all it is the recollection of the my vocal cords and the sound waves that it makes, and just it's just mimicking it. So if that's already going on, and I think someone posted earlier in the live chat, how let me see if I can find it again. Let's see if I find it. It was something about the kidnapping kids and pretty much getting them into porn that way. Uh, oh, here we go. It's going to be made illegal by next year in the U.S. From what I've been reading, people are taking children and inserting them into porn videos. There was already an arrest for it. So I mean, that's how like real it's getting, bro. Like it's
What do you mean? What they kidnap kids and put them in porn?
no. So they take. That's my fault for miss. I worded it incorrectly. But what they have been doing apparently is they've been collecting the images of the faces of some of these children and kids and placing them, on to like in a deep fake onto another person in the video.
That's goofy, man. That's
I know, I know.
well, we just listen, man. At the end of the day, we got to deal with a bunch of creatures that are just straight up animals. They think
Yep.
like, and it's
It's a fallen world
disgusting.
that continues to run away from God, and they keep treating God as a joke. They keep treating the Bible as a joke. They keep joking around as if God weren't real and God's not listening and God's not paying attention. Like I don't know, man. Like
Newsflash: whoever thinks like that, you dwell inside God's imagination. Good luck escaping that, though.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm gonna throw your ass into the burning sun too. Can't wait for that. Oh, by the way, if you ever get a phone call from me talking about, hey man, they kidnapped nigga, let me die. Let me go. I'm ready to meet this guy. Cause this world, nigga, like when it's time to call a trumpet and all, and yo, I don't like the visions that I've had. The devil don't have no chance. Okay, like if every human being on earth decided to rebel against God, it's over with for all of us. I don't think people understand the power of God. God gives us free will, man. Free will. Good luck with your free will. Me personally, someone play with me like that, nigga, like, nigga, don't even bother. You could be 80 years in the future. I just found Christ. I didn't mean it. I don't want to hear that. I ain't trying to hear that. I'm gonna kick you. Like, you know how the Uso kicked Roman Reigns right in the face? I'm gonna kick you right in the face.
Well, see, I mean that's
If a nigga call you talking about, hey man, hey, I can't bat me, yada yada yada, nigga, hang
yeah.
up the phone, let me die. I'll see you on the on the other side. Y'all niggas acting like there's a spirit behind my flesh, and I done walked out of it. Good luck with yours, cause
yeah.
nigga, 2/3 going to hell. Like that's already written.
That's the crazy part, but it
Two
makes sense.
thirds, 2/3 of humanity is going straight to the burning sun. And
Wait
you
a second.
deserve
Wait a
it too.
second.
I
Wait
mean,
a
you
second.
deserve it too. You deserve it
Wait a
too.
second. Think about it. Think about how perfect that number is. You
What?
said two. You said 2/3 are going
Yeah,
to hell,
2/3
right?
what the scripture says. Like the
Okay.
stand to see that many shall be lost. You ever
Okay.
read that
Now,
part?
yeah. Now check this out. 1/3 of the angels were the ones that went down with Lucifer, like and fell from grace, basically. So on the one hand, you it's perfect. It's perfect numbering, man. You on the one hand, you got 1/3 of fallen angels on Earth, pretty much screwing up mankind's eligibility of getting back to heaven, and now 2/3 of mankind will go to hell, basically. And so you got it's a complete number. 1/3 of the angels, 2/3 of humanity makes one whole.
Yeah.
Like it makes a.
Nigga, think about it. That's how you
I
are.
never thought about it that way, man. Like, holy crap, man. That just it blew my mind for real. Like, I'd never put
This
one and one together.
this is why I pray for mercy every day. Because I'm not perfect.
Yeah, and you don't want
I'm
to be
not
one of those
perfect,
two
man.
thirds.
Listen, I know that I'm in need of a savior
Hmm.
because I'm a nice guy, but I'm not that nice.
Right.
So
Even I can tell that to people.
I got I got I got problems with the world. Like I look at the world like I can't believe I'm sharing air with people who do weird like
Oh,
all
I know.
talk about like I'm sharing air with you, and all
By
I'm
the way, we've got not to cut you off, but we do have 2 minutes left in tonight's show. So, but
all
go
right.
on.
Now go ahead. I was just gonna
I
say I'm gonna kick him, kick you
well,
like
no,
a
I'm,
football player. Bam.
I struggle every day, bro, because the amount of disrespect towards God that I hear at work at the place I'm recently like employed at, the amount of disrespect, just like loosely disrespect towards God and like Jesus and the Bible and stuff, is so strong, and they're so loose with it. They're so openly loose with it, with like mocking God and everything. I, on one hand, all I can do is pray for them, and I tell them right on the spot, hey, just so you know, God forgives you even for that. Um, Obviously,
The
don't
devil.
abuse it. They don't abuse it, but just letting you know, God does forgive that, and it is forgiving that right now. That's why we're in the period of grace, because these things are forgiven. But it's like sometimes like it's becomes really uncomfortable, like extremely uncomfortable, because it's like you want to say something stern, but at the same time you don't want there to be like this awkward vibe at the job either. So it's like I let them know like, hey, don't fool around like that, don't play around like that, because it's not right, and God does forgive you, but kind of like knock it off, if you will, type of scenario.
Mm-hmm.
But while at the same time wanting to be a little bit more stern and strong about it. So it's like a weird like balance that I have to make while at work.
Dude,
Um,
that's just sad.
yeah.
I don't
Hmm.
know anybody in my job that don't believe in God. So I work in the medical field, so we
Hmm.
see. So maybe they've never maybe they have went through hardship, and now they have hatred.
Right, and I've
You
always said I get that, but I
know,
mean,
when you don't listen, I look at it like this. I get up to go to work for somebody else. I hate.
hmm
I hate it. Like, do you know? Do you know the? I have to look at myself in the mirror and say, "Damn, I should have been a doctor," but nobody came into my life and influenced me at a young age to do that. It came
right,
late. It came too late. For me, I'm not gonna about to go spend my life doing that. Like 11 study.
yeah,
We make decisions. You know what I mean? So, but it's it ain't a good idea to be telling me what to do.
yeah,
It ain't a good idea to be getting up to go to work 5 days out of the week, be on somebody else's time, otherwise you're fired. Especially if you got bills and you got to pay for a house, and you know the deal. And now imagine you just barely making it, and
yep,
you just looking for the scratch off ticket. You're looking for Bitcoin to go up, and it's not happening. You're not getting no miracle. Your heart, your heart turns cold.
hmm hmm
There's so many aspects. Maybe now your wife wants to leave you. You know what I mean? Now you got nobody to talk to. You ain't got no friends. You ain't got no girlfriend. You ain't got no money in the bank. Like all that stuff is destructive. The devil uses all that stuff in our minds to get us to turn against God and cuss Him out and just go off on the world too. You know,
yep,
so you got to be able to protect yourself, protect your mind, know what's going on. Know, be awake and aware that the devil uses these things, these tools to anger you, to stir you, and to steer you against God. Why do you think the devil hates God? You ever ask yourself why the devil, why Satan is an adversary towards God? I could give you one reason out of a million. One of them is that he can't abide by God's law. Like when I look at the job that I have, I don't like I can abide by certain rules and regulations, but you're not injecting me but about nothing. You're not putting no injecting, you're not doing none of that. You're not going to invade my personal space. Like my brother, today we were working out. He was telling me a story about one of his workers last night quit out of nowhere. Why? Because somebody in the work was calling him in the middle of the night, talking about, "Hey, what you doing?" Like, you don't need to be knowing what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, who are you?
Mm-hmm.
You know? So it's people are just disrespectful in this generation, man.
Well, because
It's just
that's a whole other conversation, but it's just because we're in the period of grace and people are doing everything that they want to do, and then they don't want to take responsibility for things that have happened to them because of their own decisions, or uh, there's a lot of factors that go into it. But then they want to blame God for it, or then they want to say, "Oh, God doesn't exist because this happened, this happened, this happened, and this is happening over there, this is happening over there." But it's just God giving mankind time to say, "Dang, like
I was
let's look towards God and let's
of course,
actually look
man.
for God."
Like, listen, man, like talking about God is the highest conversation we can all ever have. It ain't about no car, it ain't about how beautiful this girl is, it ain't about no dude, it ain't about no celebrity, it ain't about no movie, no sitcom. No. The highest conversation, who is God? Is God real? All this stuff about God, like I told my brother the other day, there isn't a man on earth that's gonna take God away from the picture. You can separate yourself though.
I'm gonna say this to close things up. The funny part is that a lot of people like, oh, we'll find out once we die. I guess they think they think
They can do
they're
whatever
gonna
they want,
have
get into
no
heaven.
no no
Oh, my
no
bad.
no no.
Okay.
They think that once they die and they do meet God, if He does exist to them or whatever, they think they have the audacity to think that they're gonna have the strength, the energy to
Stand before him?
yeah, to be able to like talk back to him,
No,
to
you
yell at him, to question him, to do all these things, and no one, absolutely no one, is going to be able to like breathe or like talk while being in front of such a great like being
you
like
know what
this.
you know what a lot of people who are sinners and all that, their faces will be like this. You know how Muslims pray like
Mm-hmm.
have their faces like this?
Mm-hmm.
This is
Yep.
exactly how every Luciferian, every satanic person, every pedophile, every murderer, every killer,
Mm-hmm.
every thug sitting in jail. I
Mm-hmm.
don't want to hear it because you'll be like this. You're gonna be like
Mm-hmm.
this. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. That's what you go blah, 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 crying your ass off, talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
No, I ain't trying to hear it
Yeah.
because I done seen enough.
Yep. And then it's gonna be gone. I never knew you.
But
You
yeah,
didn't you didn't want no part of me.
and
I don't want no part of you.
and uh, did you even pray about other people? Do you have the love of God inside your heart to love other people, to be merciful and forgive? Like, did you even ask God to put your name in the book of life?
Mm-hmm.
Did you even ask the Holy Spirit to come into your life? Have you ever thought about seeking God with all your heart, mind, and soul to the point that no one on earth can take that away from you? That's just, like, any of y'all trying to play with me about religion or whatever, you're gonna lose this battle playing with me.
Yep. Yep.
You're
But
gonna see
anyways,
laugh at you.
do you have any last words for the people before we close things out officially?
I'll see you on the next one. God bless everyone, player.
Stupid.
This is what we do all day long.
I'm gonna I'm gonna take you off the screen.
All right, man. Hey, God bless everybody. See you on the next one. And that's for y'all, man. Ooh, I can't wait to release some music, though.
Let the people know. But
Hey,
yeah, peace out, bro. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it.
tell the people in the channel, God bless y'all.
Yes, sir. Well, he already said it. So, but yeah, guys, for every single one of you who were here, thanks for being here. I really do appreciate it, and so do they. This just to make things clear, this was not a podcast episode. This was not a you know, it was more like a loose, like chill stream, team stream type of scenario. We hope you enjoyed it. We hope that you were able to take something from it. On podcast episodes, we do try our best to have, like documentation to back up what we're saying. And it gets a lot more involved. But with these like chill streams, team streams, it's more like a laid back conversation. So hopefully, even with a laid back conversation, you were able to take something useful from it, and I hope it was a blessing to each and every single one of you guys. I really do. Quick reminder before I close things out: if you want to support the channel, myself, or the team, there's ways of doing that in the description area. There's a PayPal link. There is a Cash App handle. And if you're into jewelry and you're into looking nice, you're into treating yourself to blood related diamond jewelry, I do have a referral link for iceclick.com in the description area as well. So you're blessing yourself with something while at the same time I'm getting a extremely tiny microscopic cut of whatever purchase you make. But anyways, that being said, God bless every single one of you guys. I do love every single one of you guys. I appreciate the time you guys spent here. If you can, share this stream forward with your family, your friends, coworkers, neighbors, whoever you think it might be a blessing to. But that being said, until next time, JDQ with Vision iView TV